I'm enjoying your fiancé.
These words. I've heard these words before.
You were looking forward to a destination wedding. It's too bad. I'm going to take your place in the ceremony. I guess it's all over for you, huh?
Could it be that this day has finally come for me? The day I've been looking forward to for so long? Wow, I'm getting nervous.
What are you talking about?
Never mind. May I know your name?
Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. My name is Gina. Please remember my name, the name of the woman who stole your fiancé.
Gina. I can't believe I got a text from Gina, who is like a real-life soap opera star. I'm so touched.
What do you mean by soap opera star?
I love soap operas. I binge watch them.
Oh, do you?
I never thought that my life would be filled with this kind of drama. It's like I'm the main character of a soap series. And to hear it from you, Gina, I'm so moved. I can't believe this day has come. If you don't mind, could you autograph my book or something?
I don't understand why you're so happy. By the way, do you know me? My beauty has reached even a regular person like you, hasn't it?
No comment on the beauty thing, but you're a celebrity. You're the Gina who's been going through your neighbor's husbands.
Well, what a thing to say. Are you trying to pick a fight with me?
No, I'm just impressed. I'm starstruck. Thank you for the text.
I'm surprised. You have no right to thank me. I wonder if you're going into shock.
Right, I'm sorry. I was a little overwhelmed with joy. I never thought this day would come.
Joy? You mean you're not sad? I stole your fiancé from you. I even hijacked your destination wedding.
Let me ask you something.
Answer my question first.
Well, I have a question that's been bothering me for a while.
Make it quick. What is it?
I was wondering if it's possible. My wedding dress. Are you going to use it as is, Gina?
Oh, no. I got rid of that stupid dress. Of course, I took it out with the trash. I will wear a nicer dress that is more appropriate for me.
You hijacked the wedding, and you even trashed the dress. That's Gina for you.
You've been talking nonsense for a while now. Did you want for me to steal your fiancé?
No, of course not. That's a huge shock to me.
Ha 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 ha. I know, right before the wedding, your fiancé was taken away from you. How good it feels to take something that belongs to someone else.
So, I have one favor to ask you.
What's up with you? You're being rude asking me for a favor.
Really, Gina? My fiancé was stolen right before my wedding. I'm miserable. Have some mercy on me.
I guess it can't be helped. It is my duty as the noble one to show mercy to this pathetic little girl. Please, say whatever you like.
At least to soothe this bitter heart, may I see your impersonations, Gina?
What are you talking about all of a sudden? Are you all right in the head?
I heard that you are good at impersonating comedians. I'm just trying to ease the shock of having my fiancé and wedding hijacked.
You are really weird. And to think that you know about my impersonations, it's kind of scary. I guess my awesomeness is well known.
Can you do me that favor? You took everything from me, so you'd do that for me, wouldn't you?
I don't mind. Can I send it over the phone?
If you use your phone's voice messaging service, you can send me a voice message. If you let me hear it, I'll gladly give you the wedding next month. Please let me hear it.
Well, then, here we go.
Yes.
It still feels weird that you asked for it.
What did you say? What kind of attitude is that after stealing someone's husband? You've got to be kidding me.
What? What are you saying all of a sudden? And what husband? It's your fiancé, isn't it? He's already your husband?
No, we haven't registered yet. I meant to say my fiancé. I'm just getting so worked up because you stole him. I wanted to try getting angry, but I made a mistake.
The only thing you got wrong was the timing of your outburst.
I see. Thanks for saying so.
I didn't mean it as a compliment. Talking to you makes me feel like I'm going crazy. No wonder you got dumped with a brain like that.
Please don't say that. I'm seriously depressed. Can I go to the wedding? I'm also interested in what your new dress looks like.
Definitely not. I finally understand what you're thinking. You're trying to ruin my wedding, aren't you?
No, I won't do that. I couldn't get closure just from your text, so I thought I'd get it when I saw the wedding. I thought if I saw it in person, I could get over it.
You do have a point.
So you will invite me?
If you can make it overseas, come.
Yes, I'll save up and dress to come.
You're a bit scary, actually. Please don't come. I'm done talking with you. Have a nice day.
I'm 38 years old. I was planning to get married abroad next month, just the two of us. As you can see, Gina has taken over. And yet, I feel like a girl I usually watch in daytime dramas. I was so excited that I forgot about myself. I was so excited that I got carried away. Gina's famous in this neighborhood for taking other people's husbands. She's a person who loves to take things, and she talks like a celebrity. I never expected to get a text from Gina, who's famous in the neighborhood. My ex is rich and the president of a company that Gina loves. Maybe it's no wonder she went after him. Huh? Oh, by the way, I was so excited that I forgot. How did she know how to contact me? I forgot to ask her. I guess he must have told her. I'm very depressed even though I'm acting like this. I was in love with him. Gina rubbed more salt into the wound.
How do you like it? Does it look good on me?
This is the first time I've seen a picture of you. You're beautiful, aren't you?
Oh my, I got complimented again. Tell me more, I love it.
It's like casting pearls before swine, but it does look nice. I think I'm going to fall over the moment I see it.
Oh no, that's not a compliment. I am a pearl. I am the hottest thing you've ever seen.
Oh, it's true. I wrote swine by mistake. I'm sorry. My fingers were moving all by themselves.
I hope you've given up now. When are you going to get out of the apartment?
My parents have cut me off and I have nowhere to go. Can't you just let me stay here until I find a job?
No one will hire a crazy woman like you.
I can get a job. I'll find a job soon.
You're going to stay there forever, aren't you?
Oh, did you guess that? I thought I could stay on for a few more months. You're surprisingly perceptive, Gina.
I'm so disappointed. You should go back to your parents' house.
I told you earlier that I was cut off from them. I'm all alone in the world. I'm so pitiful, aren't I? I thought I'd found a boyfriend who's the president of a big company, and my life was going to be happy from now on, but... I thought I was going to be happy with my life, but you stole him away from me, and now I'm alone again. Life is so difficult, isn't it?
Well, it is, isn't it? I'm a compassionate person. I'll get you some cardboard boxes from the supermarket. After I get them, you can use them. I'll ask a friend of mine who lives nearby.
I don't need cardboard. It's warm because I have heating.
The electricity in the apartment will be turned off soon. I'll shut off the water too, so you won't be able to stay there.
You can turn off the water, but please don't turn off the heating. I beg you.
Even if you ask politely, it's no good. From today, you should stay outdoors. That's your place now, as a homeless lady.
I understand.
You're so understanding.
I should talk like a celebrity like you.
No, you shouldn't. You're not a celebrity, I'm a celebrity. Besides...
You don't have to say it like that. I understand exactly how you feel, Gina.
You really have no dignity, do you? How dare you call me a celebrity when you don't even know how to use language?
I will try to be as close to you as possible, Gina.
I was a fool to think you could understand me.
I apologize, ma'am.
I'm not a ma'am. I'll have you thrown out immediately. I'll at least be merciful and find you some cardboard boxes.
If you do that, I'll talk to some gang members. I'm going to scare the shit out of you.
I beg your pardon? Do you know such people?
No, I guess I don't know anyone like that.
Don't try to scare me. It's despicable to lie like that.
What's that? The lights are out.
Looks like his friends have arrived. Well, I really hope you have a nice day this time. There you are. Don't you dare harass me. Do you have any idea what will happen to you if you do this?
Ah, what's up, Gina? Thank you for the cardboard.
Where are you now? Tell me. I need to ask you something in person.
I'm at work.
Where is it? I'll be with you in a moment.
I'm having dinner with a client. I'm afraid I can't see you right now. Is it so urgent?
Then just tell me by text. I'd like to ask you about it as soon as possible. My husband says he was fired by you. What the hell does that mean?
It was decided by the board, not by me.
Huh? You're talking nonsense again. Are you trying to trick me?
Your husband was fired because he embezzled company money. The board of directors unanimously decided that he should be fired.
Don't lie to me.
What? Lie? Lie? I'm not lying.
That's not what I meant.
Well, what did you mean then?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I'm so frustrated. It's like exercise chatting with someone who runs you in circles.
So, can I lose weight just by doing this? If you want to lose weight, shall we talk some more?
You can't trick me, you know. How do you know that it's the board of directors? Answer me right away.
My father is the president of the parent company of your husband's company.
What the hell? You never said anything about that.
My father cut off the relationship between them.
What?
My father didn't like my fiancé. Oh, sorry, I mean your husband. Anyway, he was against me marrying him, and he said, if you marry him, I'll cut off our business relationship. So we were going to elope.
What? Was that so?
And then, as soon as my father cut me off, you took him away from me. I was so heartbroken. You hijacked our wedding, threw away my dress. I felt like I was thrown out too.
My husband never mentioned anything like that to me.
He's a vain man. Maybe he only shows you the best parts of himself.
I'll get him on the phone right away to see if what you're saying is true. I'll find out if you're lying.
It's true. There's no point in me lying like this.
If it's true, what will happen to us?
I guess you can live outdoors. Shall I find some cardboard boxes?
I need to live outdoors?
Would you like to stay at my house?
Where do you live now?
I live in a townhouse in front of the station.
What? You mean that recently built luxury apartment building? I thought you didn't have any money.
My father bought it for me when I ended up not getting married.
What?
He was on the verge of cutting me off, but when I told him about the circumstances of what happened, he forgave me. He also returned the shares of the parent company to me. I have money too.
Shares? You also own stocks?
Yes, I do. I originally planned to succeed my father. I'm the largest shareholder.
What's going on? It's a text from my husband. I was fired from my job after being caught embezzling. What should I do about the $500,000 I spent? I wonder how he can pay it back. $500,000 is a bit much, don't you think?
I wonder if he finally admitted his guilt. You'll have a tough time from now on. Even for a celebrity like you, $500,000 seems like a lot of money.
It's a small amount of money, but I don't have any money on hand right now. If you have money, please lend me $500,000.
I don't know what to do.
I know. I'll do an impression. You said you wanted to hear it, right?
Oh, really? I want to hear it. Please send it to me. Wow, you're good at it, Gina. I couldn't help but smile.
I'm honored that you're pleased. Well, since I'm already asking, I'll borrow 100,000.
Huh? You suddenly turned serious. All at once, I lost interest in lending it to you.
Oh, why? What's wrong?
It's strange that you suddenly want me to lend twice as much money, isn't it?
Oh, I made a typo. Please lend me 500,000.
Definitely not.
Oh, why? What's wrong? Oh, I know. Let's be friends from now on. You love me, don't you? I'll even sign an autograph for you. You said you wanted it before.
I don't love you, you idiot.
What's the matter with you all of a sudden?
You took my fiancé and trashed the dress I chose. Don't play dumb with me.
Please, calm down. You said you were smiling earlier. What's wrong with you all of a sudden?
What's wrong with you? You even hijacked the destination wedding I was looking forward to. I can't calm down.
Well, I don't know what to do.
And I'm supposed to go homeless in the middle of winter? You're the one that should be homeless.
That was out of line. I apologize for that.
I thought I wouldn't sue you now that I've got my money back, but you'll have to pay me alimony, and you can tell your husband that.
Please, don't do that. Like I said before, we don't have any money on hand. Please have mercy on me at least.
Don't be stupid. If you think you're the only one who can be strong, you're mistaken. Work day and night and make sure you pay back the company. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I swear to you, what did you say back? What did you say back?
Yes.
I feel better now. After all, it's hard to be taken seriously if you don't lose your temper at the end, isn't it?
There's a text from my husband. I got caught embezzling and was fired from my job. Don't ever tell anyone about the 500,000 I spent. Well, what should I do?
You're one step too late. You already told the truth yourself, didn't you?
If you would just keep quiet, that would be enough. Please don't tell anyone.
I'm sorry. I've already sent a screenshot to my father. It's too late.
Damn.
You seem angry, so I'll block you now.
Please wait. I'm sorry. Please, 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 please give me some money. Please make me a celebrity again.
Gina's husband was caught embezzling and had to pay for his crime. He had to go to prison. To pay back the 500,000 that he had spent, Gina decided to make a career out of her impressions and applied for a TV show. She applied for the show, but was unsuccessful. She works as a cleaner by day and a traffic guard by night. She has fallen from celebrity overnight and is now just an ordinary person who is good at impersonations. I am a little disappointed that I no longer see Gina as a celebrity. The alimony to me is being paid by garnishment of her wages. I started working to take over my father's company. I'm usually an anxious person, but I can do my job well. At first, I was depressed because my fiancé was taken away from me. But I am very glad that I did not marry a man who embezzles money.
You'll have to take care of my 4 kids for Christmas. Jasmine, that's impossible. I can't. Please, we've been invited to a wedding and it's far. Think of it as helping your brother. Take them. Even so, couldn't you have asked earlier? Christmas is tomorrow. I thought I told you, but I guess I forgot. It happens all the time, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. It's insane asking me on such short notice. I don't care if it's another day or something else, but to ask me to take care of 4 kids on Christmas? Do you not care about my plans? Are you blaming only me? Isn't it your brother to blame too? Yes, he is. I'm starting to get angry at my brother too. Well, that's that then. If it's a wedding, why don't you bring the kids? If I bring 4 kids, it would disturb the other guests. You don't have a problem with disturbing me? What? You think it's disturbing to take care of your nieces and nephews? What a cold person! Wow, what a disappointment! For an in-law, I can't believe that someone like you has become a family member. I have plans too. We're supposed to have a party with friends and get together for the first time in a while. You can do that anytime. A wedding is a once-in-a-lifetime event. It's completely different. It's up to each person what's important to them. I need you to take care of them. My parents are too far away and your parents are useless. What's with that remark? Anyway, take care of it. Oh, and don't mention it to Henry, okay? My brother is going to the wedding too, right? I can't seem to get through to you, so I'll talk directly to him. It'll be his last trip, and I feel sorry for him. What? He has terminal cancer. They say he only has a few months to live. That's a lie. He told me not to tell anyone. If he finds out I told you, he'll be pissed at me. You have to be quiet about it. Don't tell him I told you. Unbelievable. There's nothing you can do to help him now. He wants to live a normal life to the end. That's what he wants. Then I'll check with him. I said no. Because you might be lying. Why are you so insensitive? Can you ask a sick person if he's sick? Yep, I'll just ask him. Don't do it! You will regret it! What kind of threat is that? Henry, you can't just leave your 4 kids with me and go on a trip. I had plans for Christmas too. What? The kids are at home with their mother. What are you talking about? She called me a few hours ago and asked me to take the kids. When I refused, she left them on my doorstep an hour later. Really? I answered the intercom and there were 4 kids standing there. Incredible. What is she thinking? It was a friend's wedding, right? You two were invited and she asked if I could take care of the kids while you were there. I don't know anything about that. I knew it was a lie. Are you sick? What are you talking about? So, that's a lie too. She said you're terminally ill and won't survive, and she wanted to let you spend the rest of your time normally. What the hell? Your youngest son is crying. He said she brought them to my house without explaining anything. I have a small 1-room apartment, and I don't know what I can do before the neighbors complain. I'm in Florida. Working? Yes, I was supposed to leave tomorrow. Jasmine said she was going back to her parents' house with the kids, so I thought everything was all right. Oh, God. I'm so sorry, but can't you take care of them just one night? Then I don't have a choice. But how can I stop him from crying? Baby Got Back. What? Sing the rap song Baby Got Back and shake your butt. He'll stop crying. That's a bit embarrassing. Don't be too sexy, okay? I know. He's my adorable nephew. I would never do that. I'm sorry, but you'll get through this somehow. I won't be able to get a plane tonight. I have no choice but to take care of him. But isn't your wife a little too insane? Leaving 4 kids behind without any regards to me? And she even lied to me about you being sick. You're right. I'll call her. Please do so. It looks like they're hungry. I'm going to take them to a nearby restaurant. No allergies or anything? They're fine, thanks. This is gonna cost you. I know. I'll be back first thing in the morning. Thanks again. Jasmine! Don't keep calling me! What a nuisance! Can't I say anything about you leaving your kids here without permission? I just moved my plans up from tomorrow. I didn't agree. Your oldest son has a fever. What should I do? Take him to the doctor. What? Why are you acting like it's someone else's problem? It's your kid, right? Aren't you worried at all? Worrying won't bring down the fever. I'm not there, so you'll have to do something about it. I don't even have their insurance info. Oh, sorry. I forgot. I didn't think they'd get a fever. The other 3 are asleep, and I can't just leave them here. What should I do? I guess you finally understand how I feel. Huh? Being a mother is hard, isn't it? Yes, it is. So what? I'm just saying it wouldn't hurt to help out. Is this the time to be talking like that? Your own child is suffering from a fever. That's why I'm telling you to do something about it. You're responsible for him. Where are you? At a wedding in New York? My brother said he didn't know anything about the wedding. What? You told him? Of course I did. And by the way, you lied about him having terminal cancer. Why would you lie about that? Oh, I've had it. I'm not going back. What are you talking about? You can keep the children. You can just raise them yourself. Are you crazy? It's not easy to give birth to 4 kids. Your brother's blood is in them, so they're your blood. And you get them for free, so it's a good deal. I can't talk to you. I'm getting a headache. My husband would get mad at me if I went home anyway. I don't like being yelled at. Tell Henry I'm divorcing him. I'm not coming home ever again. You should talk it over as husband and a wife. I don't want to. I shudder at the thought of him lecturing me. You're no better than a child. Even a little kid can say sorry when he does something wrong. You're so irritating. I'm glad to be rid of you too. Everyone is always lecturing me all high and mighty, and it's getting on my nerves. Everyone in your family is so angry all the time. It doesn't matter about me, but please think about your children. There's a child here who cries mommy because she's lonely. Don't you care at all? Not at all. Then why did you have 4? Because my husband wanted them. I didn't want kids. They're noisy, they're hard to take care of, they're messy, they spill food, and I have to take care of diapers and stuff. That's enough. It brings tears to my eyes to think that someone like you is those poor kids' mother. Oh, are you starting to love them? You'll be a good mom. I will never forget this anger. And I will never let you live a happy life. Are you an idiot? I have unloaded my heavy, big, obtrusive baggage, so how could I not be happy? What's obtrusive is you. Whatever you say, you can take care of the rest. Tell your brother to contact me ASAP. Huh? The bank account has been closed. Of course it's closed. If it were in your name, that would be one thing, but it's in my brother's name, isn't it? You left home without the kids. Why did you think you could just spend the money? Because we are still married. It's only on paper. You are no longer his wife or the mother of his children. Damn it! I was gonna withdraw the last of it just now. It's not that easy, is it? You're the one who put him up to this. Me? Or should I say my mother? Your mother? My mother. She's a lawyer. When I talked to her about your behavior, she said that as the grandmother of those children, she couldn't let you off the hook, and she came all the way from her hometown to visit. She gave me a lot of advice. I didn't know Henry's mother was a lawyer, but it doesn't matter. If we get divorced, we can still divide the assets. That's right. Even a guilty spouse can claim one half. That's what I don't get. Then hurry up and send the money. Where are you now? I told you, New York. That's wrong. According to your location information, you are in Las Vegas. Did you put a GSP device on me? No, you put a location sharing app on your son's phone. Uh-oh. You're right. He's very smart at 8 years old. He knows how to use the app and told me Mom's in Las Vegas. This is... Oh, it's too late to delete the app now. Why not? My mom has located you and put the detective on you these last 3 days. And of course, my brother's been watching with us. Oh, no way! Since the house is rented, only half of the $20,000 in cash can be divided. But I understand you've already taken $10,000 out of it. It's something I have the right to spend. That's the end of the property division. My brother said this is a severance pay, so please feel free to spend it. But from our side, we are demanding $20,000 in alimony and child support for the 4 children. I don't think I have to ask, but are you going to be okay? What child support? Why would a woman pay it? It's the other way around, isn't it? It's supposed to be paid by the man to the woman. It's just that mothers generally take custody of the children. It's not a rule that only the father pays. It's child support, so the one who takes care of the child has the right to receive it. Really? You're so ignorant and stupid. That's rude. Is that so? I haven't said enough. I'm not paying you. I don't care. We'll go through mediation and we'll be thorough until it's notarized. If that happens, we'll be able to garnish your future income. Oh yeah? I won't work. Are you planning to live comfortably with a man to support you? I'll tell you since you've already found out. I'm with a successful real estate agent in Las Vegas, so I don't have to worry about making a living. I'm not like you guys who are just a poor family trying to make a big deal out of your alimony. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I'm sorry you're so unaware of what's going on, but it's about to hit rock bottom for you. What? The detective looked into the guy, too. He's not in real estate. He's just a gambler. What? I'm sure he's saying his business is doing a little poorly anyway. Well, you know, in business, there are times when things are down. Even if there were, it's natural to be suspicious of a man who relies on a woman. You didn't sense anything, did you? It is because you have no sense? Or is it because you are so similar that you didn't notice? Because when you're in trouble, you help each other. That guy will be in trouble for the rest of his life. That's a lie. He gave me his business card. He wears a nice watch and a suit. He even owns a condo. Scammers lend and borrow from each other. I know it's tough to get a condo, but he just says it's his, and I'm sure he borrowed the watch and the clothes. Prove it! You can check it out for yourself. If a detective checked it out, he'd have some proof. You could try following him. He's not leaving early every morning to go to work. He's just going to hit the casino first thing in the morning. He doesn't seem to be taking the long way around or trying to hide it, so you don't have to be a professional detective to follow him. It can't be true! How could you be deceived by a stupid man and throw away your precious treasure? He's really pathetic and dumb. I'm calling off the divorce! Do you think my brother would accept a piece of shit like you? I know the children want their mother. The youngest one doesn't know any better, so sure he said mama, mama, but not the older three. What? They say you get angry at them every day and are only nice to them when daddy is around. They said they don't like mommy. Even the youngest one doesn't call for mom anymore. He plays a lot with me and my mother and laughs a lot. My mother said she can take all four home and raise them. My brother seemed to think that's a good plan, so you are no longer needed. Who do you think you are? Who do you think gave birth to them? If all you have to do is give birth, even animals can do that. It's our duty as parents to make sure they have a smile on their faces. Don't lecture me, you single, childless woman! That's coming from a woman who didn't care about her own child who had a fever and hasn't even asked if he was all right or not. They say no news is good news. That's why I thought he was fine. I called an ambulance after that. I woke up 3 younger ones and spent an anxious night in a hospital waiting room in the middle of the night. Oh, really? He was on the verge of pneumonia. He was in critical condition. I feel so bad for him. It was Christmas. It's your fault. Here it comes. I wouldn't have let him get so bad. I'm going to file for compensation. You're trying to get money somehow. But it's no use. If I had to pay, I'd pay my brother. I just sent a message to my boyfriend and asked him if he was really in real estate. What did he say? I can't get in touch with him. His phone's off. The message isn't read. Oh, he found out, so he'll probably move on to his next spray. You should have just kept playing dumb and not checked. You screwed yourself up, didn't you? Oh, no! So, you're all alone in Las Vegas. You have no home to go back to, and you're in trouble. Lend me some money! You took out $10,000, didn't you? Is it gone? He said he didn't have enough to pay some business expenses, so I lent it to him. He told me to bring it to him in person because bank transfers aren't a good idea, so I came to Las Vegas. Avoiding wire transfers is obviously for tax evasion. It's only a matter of time before he gets caught, but you won't get your money back. Why not? Because there must be a lot of victims like you. If he could afford to pay them all back, he wouldn't be scamming people. What should I do then? Go to hell. Even if you suddenly decide you miss your children, you won't be allowed to see them. You are a mother after all, and one day you will want to see them. But you won't be able to. I will do everything in my power to stop you. We'll raise those 4 children together as a family. But you want me to pay child support? Of course. Is there such a thing? Yes, there is. You're a party to this. Help me out! I was just playing with fire! Didn't your parents always tell you playing with fire is dangerous? Shut up! You'll be cheated again by some lowlife anyway. And you'll spend the rest of your life alone and poor. If I hear that you're happy, my brother and I will quietly screw it up. I will never forgive you. If you try to force us to do anything, we'll call on an excellent lawyer who my mother knows and will deal with you severely. So, please don't dream of being happy. I'll watch you for the rest of my life and will never forgive you. You're being unreasonable. I hope one day you will realize just how much you're screwed up. But I doubt it. You don't even have an ounce of common sense. You son of a... Well, goodbye. Wait! I want to see my children! The thought of never seeing them again makes me miss them! Disappear! Jasmine kept ignoring the lawyer's calls. She did not attend mediation, so the divorce was finalized in court. The court also decided on child support, so she won't get out of that. She gave in and is now working at a fast food restaurant during the day and a street bar at night. She pays alimony and child support diligently. Even if she realized what she lost, it's too late. Strangely enough, when she almost get a boyfriend, she said that a man leaves her in a matter of days. My brother has returned to his parents' house with his children and is working with my mother to raise them. I also return to my parents' house on weekends to watch my nieces and nephews grow up.
Hey there, is this the number of Diane's husband? Tommy, is it? Are you there? Yes, hi. It's Toby. May I know who this is? Cyril, I hate beating around the bush, so I'll just say it straight up. I'm Diane's boyfriend. So yeah, nice to be acquainted with you. Excuse me? She's my wife. So what's this about? What do you mean by nice to be acquainted with me? Come on, dude. You know what I mean. You're the one who reached out, so how about explaining everything clearly in your own words from start to finish? You don't like beating around the bush, right? Huh. Whatever, man. I'll tell you what I want. Jeez, you're a hassle, Grandpa. You're making a big fuss. You're probably the type people dislike at work, right? How is my work relevant to this conversation? Let's cut to the chase and continue. Ugh, I'm Diane's boyfriend. I guess from your perspective you might call it an affair. But she's totally into me now. She's my girl. You, on the other hand, are no longer needed. Just go ahead and get a divorce already. And then? Huh? If you want us to divorce, you must have made some preparations, right? Preparations? It would be quite ridiculous if you thought you could just blurt out that you're having an affair and demand a divorce without any thought or plan. So, I'm asking, but you sound like you haven't prepared anything. What did you say? You think I'm ridiculous? I haven't said that. I was just hypothetically discussing the possibility that you might be one if you haven't made any preparations or plans. So have you? Of course I have. That's great. Well then, I'll kick Diane out of our place right away. What? If you've made preparations, that means you've already talked to her, and you're ready to welcome her to your place, right? Well, can you hold on a sec? What's the matter? I'm sure you've thought of a scenario where a cheating wife gets immediately kicked out of her husband's house, right? Maybe. Okay, then, she's currently at work. So, as soon as she gets back, I'm gonna have her pack up and kick her out tonight. Tonight? Well, you see, I'm living with my fiancé right now, It's gonna be a real mess if she shows up out of the blue, you know? Oh my, you've been juggling 2 women, huh? Well, that's none of my business. Whether you're a clueless idiot or not. I'm just here to make sure she leaves as planned. Whatever happens next is up to you. As for the divorce, I'm going to discuss alimony and all that stuff through a lawyer. I'll serve her with the divorce papers once they're done. Wait. Okay, that's it from me. Diane, you don't need to come back home after work. Even if you do, I won't let you in.
Why?
Just head straight to your boyfriend's place or go back to your family.
Wait, what? Boyfriend? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're getting at.
Well, a guy named Cyril messaged me.
What?
To be honest, I was planning to have you pack your stuff and leave on your own, but then I thought about it, and I don't want you to come to my house anymore, you know? So I've arranged for movers to take your things to Cyril's place. Just let me know where you end up later. We'll need to talk about the divorce and alimony in the future, so make sure to stay in touch. Oh, and I'll have a lawyer handle all of that. I really don't want to talk to you directly anymore.
Don't just assume things and steamroll ahead. You think I'm just gonna say, okay, sure, out of the blue? Seriously, don't just blindly believe everything he says. Is there evidence that I've been cheating?
Yes.
Huh?
I've known about your affair for a while now.
What? No way.
I was actually in the process of gathering evidence and was planning to bring up a divorce soon, but then Cyril spilled the beans. It was such perfect timing. It's almost too good to be true.
No way.
For me, it just moved up the schedule by a few days, so whatever. The divorce papers will be sent to you in a few days.
This is too sudden for me.
If you really want to get divorced from me as soon as possible, just cooperate.
Oh, God.
Hey, a-hole. I'm older than you know. Show some respect. This isn't the time for that. Because of you, my engagement got called off. How are you planning to take responsibility for this, darn it? Oh, just to clarify, what exactly is my fault here? Because you kicked out Diane, she bumped into my fiancé at my apartment, the whole 2-timing thing got exposed. Ah, what a chaotic scene to imagine. It's not my fault you were the one 2-timing, right? Well, isn't that just fine and dandy? What's fine about any of this? I'm dealing with cancellation fees for the wedding venue and whatnot, and it's turning into a huge mess. But you were serious about Diane, right? So you went ahead and made a declaration of romantic conquest to me, even though you know she's not the easiest girlfriend to have. That basically means you're serious about her and don't want to let her go, right? I mean, you were telling me to get a divorce, so you must have been thinking about marrying her. In that case, it should have been a relief to smoothly break off the engagement with the other woman. Diane will get a divorce, and once you both are free, you can be happy together. Wait, that's not it. It wasn't really that serious, you know? You know you can't just break up a marriage and then claim your declaration was just a casual joke, right? Regardless of your true feelings, you're in a position where consequences are due. What's your problem, dude? Don't give me a lecture like you're all high and mighty. The fact remains that I got dumped because of you, so you should be the one to pay the $150,000 I've been asked for. Oh my, she's asking that much? That's quite a hefty sum. My fiancé is from a prestigious family. That's why we booked a renowned venue and a famous wedding planner, like the kind celebrities use. And our honeymoon was supposed to be lavish too, but now all of that got cancelled, and I'm getting billed for it. Ah, I see. Yeah, the price for fooling around with a married woman turned out to be quite steep. Don't act all nonchalant. Listen, you better pay $150,000 by the end of this week. Cyril, you sound to have forgotten, but... What? You are sued for $25,000 in compensation for damaging my car in a parking lot. You were caught on surveillance camera, remember? Never mind that. $150,000 is a top priority. The $25,000 is meant to offset as a compensation you owe me, resulting in a net zero payment. So it's $150,000 from you. Hurry up and send me a check. Just so you know, the deadline's this week. You're well aware of what happens if you're even a little late, right? Hey, where's the check? Well, hello there. No need for greetings. Just hand over the $150,000 check already. Yesterday was the deadline, you know. I told her that you caused a 1-day delay. Oh, right. As a penalty for being late, double the amount. $300,000 now. What the? Don't play dumb. It's common sense that delinquent payers get a fine. I'll pay the $150,000 as promised to my ex-fiancé, and the other half will graciously serve as my immediate living expenses after getting fired from the company. So deliver the check pronto. What are you talking about? Haven't you forgotten something again? What? The $25,000 you've been charged is due today. It seems like it hasn't been paid yet. Huh? That's because you said you'd pay me that amount as compensation to offset it to zero. Go back and reread our chat until you get it. You see, Cyril, have you come up with what you're demanding after consulting with experts like lawyers? Huh? Listen, there's no lawyer out there who'd listen to your crazy claims. In other words, that $150,000 or $300,000 you're screaming at me to pay is nothing more than a fantasy. Fantasy? What are you talking about? It makes no sense. Don't you get it? I don't have any obligation to pay you $150,000 or $300,000. But you have to pay the $25,000 today. Plus, you also need to cough up the $150,000 your former fiancé is demanding. But you kicked Diane out in the first place. My affair wouldn't have been exposed to my fiancé if you didn't. So it's all your fault. I'm the victim here. Regarding that matter, the thing is I found out about your affair because your former fiancé contacted me. No way. In other words, your affair was already exposed long before the day when they had that confrontation. That can't be true. She knew everything already? To tell you the truth, she and I had actually planned to bust you and Diane on the spot. You're kidding. But you had to go and expose the affair so casually just days before our plan was set to happen. So we had to change it on the fly to this mess. OMG. I got worried that maybe you guys would run off together, but it turns out you're a complete idiot. And that worked in my favor. I never expected you to try and make me pay compensation. Enough with the name-calling. Oh, by the way, we recently found out about a third woman in the picture. Huh? It seems your former fiancé is considering an additional revenge for that. Additional? Furthermore, the third woman also happens to be married. I hear he is quite outraged, so you better watch your back. Hold on a sec. How am I supposed to pay? Your former fiancé mentioned it might be around $200,000 in total. $200,000? Alright then, just pay me the $25,000 you owe right away. Please wait. I'll be waiting for the deposit then. This isn't happening.
Hi, Toby.
Oh, the cheater. Is this about the alimony payment deadline today? There are about 2 hours left.
Well, the thing is, I'm thinking of getting back together with you.
Oh.
Well, I'm actually heading your way right now.
I see. So what's the deal?
Since we're getting back together, I guess I don't have to pay the alimony, right?
Are you serious? Don't mess around.
Right.
So that means you can't pay the amount I demanded, right?
I definitely don't have the money. I mean, I've only been working part-time. You know my financial situation, right?
You even depleted our joint savings with your affair.
Yeah, that's true. My parents can't help me financially either. I wasn't prepared for this, so as a way of apologizing, I thought I'd get back together with you and spend the rest of my life making it up to you. I'll listen to everything you say from now on and be a faithful wife.
Have you made a formal apology to the former fiancé of Cyril?
Not yet. I'm planning to do that once we get back together.
I see. Well, come over then.
Okay. Toby! Hey, answer me. When I arrived at the house, I was put in a wagon car.
So?
They said they've arranged a job for me and I have to go there now. What's going on? Did you set me up?
Cyril's former fiancée said she's helping you guys out by arranging a job. You're lucky that there's a workplace that would hire someone like you.
What the heck? I didn't agree to anything.
This was done with your parents' approval.
Huh?
I'll change the lump sum to monthly installments for you. Make sure you work hard and pay it off.
What are you saying? This can't be happening.
I had heard that Cyril's former fiancée was the daughter of a wealthy family. Apparently, through her connection, the CEO of a certain construction company took pity on the two idiots who couldn't make payments. Now, they're working separately on various construction sites, working hard to keep paying off their debts. The rotten attitudes are also being straightened out in the process. So far, they've managed to pay every month without any delays, so I guess they're somehow making an effort. As for me, I quit my job when I got divorced and became a freelancer. I also moved out of the old house. I decided to live in a rural area where I didn't know anyone, trying to start fresh. I've been building new relationships, attending my first home garden, and enjoying my single life positively.
How unhygienic are you? Your dirty fingerprints are all over the glass. We don't need you here if you can't even do the dishes properly. Just because you're pregnant, you're shamelessly lying down, you lazy flab. Please, Alice, I'm in my last month. My back hurts and I can't get up. I'll do the dishes later. Not later. Do them right now. I'm gonna use this glass for drinking, you know. Whether you're a sea lion or a pig, who cares? In our time, we are scrubbing floors 5 minutes before giving birth. Don't act so spoiled. I apologize, but please wash it yourself. You are in your last month, so the baby could come anytime. You don't really need to be on bed rest, right? But the baby should stay in my belly for another week. They say it's a bit small. Huh? You're kidding, right? Why? I won't forgive you if you give birth to our precious heir so small and sickly. I expect a big, strong, and smart boy. It's not going well because of your narrow pelvis. I'm sorry, but I want the baby to grow a bit more inside me. And, by the way, it's a girl. A girl is out of the question. I won't believe it until it's born. Only a son and an heir will be recognized. Understood? Josh is happy about it, though. If you had been a prettier and competent daughter-in-law, I would have taken good care of you. But because I got stuck with a failure like you, my peaceful retirement turned into a nightmare. I apologize for everything. I'm causing you trouble, but please let me rest for a bit now. I strained my back from cleaning the whole house in the morning. What are you talking about? There's still weeding to be done in the garden. That's too much for me. It's tougher over here. I took you in as a daughter-in-law because I thought you could be useful as a housekeeper. But you quickly got pregnant, complaining about morning sickness and back pain. You're absolutely useless. Not only that, but you laze around all day, eating your meals with enthusiasm. Just by being alive, you're a burden on this household. Do you understand that? I can only apologize. I'm sorry. Will apologizing make the dust and wheeze disappear? I don't think so. Get out of bed and do your job already. Okay. We'll have guests soon, so bake a cake and prepare drinks. Do the dishes and tidy up the kitchen. Also, we are out of coffee beans, so go buy some right away. But no buts. Say yes to everything you're told. Don't deny, don't talk back, got it? Yes. If you understand, then move right away. If I were the daughter-in-law, I would have been up at 4 in the morning, finishing everything before being told. It's unbelievable that you can't initiate anything. I'll do the best I can. There are some unnecessary words in that line. Just do it, even if it's life-threatening. Got it? Are you still sleeping in your room? Go round 5 laps around the neighborhood starting now. Excuse me? I heard from our neighbor. These days, they say it's better to give birth small and let them grow big. Well, that may be true, but in my case, the estimated weight hasn't even reached 6 pounds yet. That's fine. Just keep it small. I can't wait any longer, so hurry up and give birth. Today would be perfect. Even if you say that, it's not something I can do on my own terms. You're so dumb. That's why I told you to run. It's not about whether you can or can't. It's about doing it. And while you're at it, go up and down the stairs 100 times in the apartment building. If I did that, my back would be shattered. Even walking is a struggle, and my pelvic bone hurts pretty bad. When I gave birth to Josh, I was perfectly fine. The pain is all in your head. Don't be such a crybaby. I'm thinking of going for maternity massage now. Huh? What's that? It's a massage specifically for pregnant women. How much does it cost? I'm asking how much. Spit it out. $120. Oh my God! Where did you get that kind of money? Josh told me to go and gave it to me this morning. Give it here. My money? Obviously. $120 for a massage? You can't be serious. Your ancestors' curses will rain down. I can't believe you spent Josh's hard-earned money on such a stupid thing. I absolutely won't allow it. But he gave it to me and I already made a reservation. You tell him you went for a massage and give the money to me. I can't do that. Are you refusing to comply? Okay. By the way, there was a rehearsal for the cultural festival at the church today. God bless you for your hard work. I collected everyone's costumes, so wash them now and make sure they're dry by tomorrow. All of them need to be hand-washed. They are delicate costumes, so no washing machine or dryer. What the? How many are there? 430 people. Oh my God, that's impossible. Are you talking back to me? I didn't mean to, but it's really tough for me. Please understand, I beg you. If you disobey me, I'll kick you out of this apartment. You should be thankful I'm keeping a worthless woman like you in the house. If you don't want to be kicked out, prove that you have some value as a housekeeper. This is so harsh. Please, Alice, I'm begging you. Just let me rest a little. Shut up. Just do as you are told without complaining. Is it true you went into labor? Yes, I'm at the hospital now. The contractions are still far apart, so it might take some time. In that case, come back for now. The dishes are piling up. And quickly clean the bathtub and toilet. I can't go back now. You're absolutely useless, aren't you? Can't even give birth promptly. I mean, the baby is also trying her best, so please wait a little. Am I expected to do the housework while you're away? I don't want to. My daughter-in-law's making me work. Who do you think you are? I apologize, but please take care of things. They say that people in some countries give birth and leave the hospital right away. You should come back too. My doctor thinks there may be a complication, so I'll probably be in the hospital for a week or so. Unbelievable! Come back today! I'll leave the laundry and dishes for you to take care of when you return. Do them right away. You won't even wash a single plate for me? Why should I? You really crack me up. Not even a single cup? I will not. Not even when I run out of cups to drink from. I'll just keep buying more cups and give you more work to do. I'll build a tower of dishes in the kitchen for you, so look forward to it. Sounds like fun. It's a blast. You're both my greatest amusement and the housekeeper. Consider it an honor. Thinking that I'll meet my little girl soon, I feel like I'm gaining courage. I wonder if she's giving me strength. I'm gonna be a mom soon, you know. What are you blubbering about? You don't need any exaggerated courage to give birth to a child, silly. Sure, giving birth is scary, but the courage I gained was for dealing with you. Oh, really? Did you summon the courage to stand up to me now? Yes. You're saying strange things. Enough of this. Just hurry up and give birth. You are in no position to keep me waiting. I'll keep you waiting until you die, and you'll probably go to hell. I assume you won't be able to get out of there, and you'll end up being the boss of hell. I can imagine you with devil's horn growing out of your head. What nonsense are you talking about, you trash? Just as I said, can't you even read, you old hag? What with your language? Who'd bother being polite to you? For Christ's sake, apologize right now. How dare you speak to me like that? Huh? When I lose my temper, my old habits come out. You're the one who made me angry in the first place. What a lousy upbringing. You must have been delinquent in your youth, weren't you? Damn right. And if that's the case, what about it? Does it bother you? If I'd known that, I wouldn't have let you marry Josh. Stop talking to your respectable mother-in-law like that. Do you know what would happen if you went against me? Respectable mother-in-law? That's hilarious. Just because I had obediently listened to you, you got so full of yourself. I was just educating you to be a good wife. It wasn't education. It was just bullying. How dare you? Shut up, bully. Maybe you're not the boss of hell, but more like a shirk. In that case, it's It's no wonder you can't read or understand a word I say. Unacceptable! How dare you talk back to me like this? Oh, well, I'll never forgive you. And then what? I'll have you guys divorced. Sure, and then? I'll kick you out of this apartment. Are you done writing? I was so bored I started picking my ear. You know, the sharks at the aquarium are more entertaining than this. My blood pressure is about to skyrocket. I might collapse from anger. Hooray! Good news! Collapse already! Want me to help you raise it even more? You! Don't come back here after giving birth. Oh, really? I'll change the locks and throw away all your stuff. From today, this place belongs to me and Josh. Isn't the right response. I'm telling you that you won't have a home to return to. If I tell you to leave, Josh will follow suit. You should wander the street with your child for all I care. If it's not the son and heir, we don't need you. You're nothing but trash that pollutes our home. Get out! If I go by that logic, then it's you who should leave. Huh? Did the labor pains damage your brain cells or something? You're making my contractions go away. They're gonna induce labor if things don't progress soon. It's your fault. I don't give a hoot about a homeless woman. Next time, I'll have Josh marry a young girl and have beautiful grandchildren. Hurry up and give birth, then get out. Like I said, you're the one who's leaving, right? What are you even talking about? You're really brainless. I'll say it again and again. You, a wretched, trashy, slimy hag, get the heck out of the apartment. You filthy garbage, as you're the one polluting our home. Trash and slime, you say? I've never been told something so cruel in my life. What a vulgar woman you are. What right do you have to say such a thing to me? Josh is paying the rent. You're the one who should leave. Rent? Exactly. Josh is paying for you to eat and live here. Remember, I'm the one who gave birth to him. Defying me is the same as defying him. What are you blabbering about, old woman? Have you finally lost your marbles? How dare you say that? Listen up. That apartment is mine. It has always belonged to me. He didn't pay a penny for it. What? What a lie! There's no way a woman like you owns a property. You, as a housewife, can't possibly have that kind of money. I used to work in real estate and was at the top of my game, you know. Seriously? I was so engrossed in work that I had no time for dating. I thought I'd just buy a condo and live on my own. But then I met Josh and it changed. I found someone to live my life with. This place is yours? Josh never had to pay rent or mortgage. The whole place was bought by me at a lump sum. It's my castle. I asked him to move in. I thought he was renting it. So, it's you who's living as a freeloader. The one who should leave is you. After your husband passed away and your eldest son's family moved overseas for work, Josh said you are lonely, so reluctantly let you stay here for a while. But I can't take it anymore. Trashy, slimy old hag, just go back to your own home already. I've already sold my old house. What? You sold it? Well, Was it the plan to lend it to relatives until Alex's family returned from overseas? That was the intention, but there were financial issues. Wait, so where are they gonna live when they come back? Does Alex and Josh even know about this? Selling the house without telling them is no joke. How about us and his family? The 7 of us all live together. You're really losing your marbles, aren't you? You're talking nonsense. How can 7 people fit in a 3-bedroom apartment? And we are adding 1 more to that account. It's not impossible. You're too dumb. You know, my social security wasn't enough to go to the theaters and enjoy fancy meals. I had nothing else that could fetch a good price except for the house. Selling the house just for entertainment money? Your intelligence is way below that of sharks. It's actually insulting for them to compare you to. What are you gonna do? You need to pay rent for apartment now. No, are you really gonna kick me out? Of course. Well, maybe around $800 a month for a walk-up studio apartment way out of the city. No way! I can't live in a place like that. You can cut down on food expenses. You used to call me a sea lion, but you've gained quite a bit of weight yourself, you know. It could be perfect for your diet. Cheap rent places are usually far from public transport and shops, so good exercise, right? Oh no! Does that mean no more fancy lunches in the city? You probably won't be able to afford them. Remember, I will never forget the bitterness in the past. I know I messed up. I'm truly remorseful. I'm sorry, so please just don't kick me out. Sorry doesn't cut it. How are you gonna show it? I'll wash my own cup. Big deal. I'll do whatever you say. You can treat me like a housekeeper if you want. Don't need a useless one like you. Someone who can't even handle housework, just eats and sleeps like you, is a liability just by being at home. Don't say that, please. More importantly, about your old house, the ownership might have been your name, but Alex had a plan to renovate it and make it a 2-family home when he came back. I wonder how he would feel when he comes back and finds the house gone. Is that so? What should I do? He'll be angry. You might end up estranged. Oh no! By the way, I showed our chat history to Josh. Uh-oh. He apologized for making me endure so much. He has also agreed to kick you out of our home. From now on, the 3 of us, he, our daughter, and I will live a cleansed life without trash like you. I apologize, so please forgive me. I'm heading to the hospital now. I'll hold your hand while you give birth. Don't. My baby won't come out for sure. Don't say that. You have exactly 1 week until my discharge. Use that time to pack your things and leave. You're joking, right? You still have the money from selling the house, right? Stay in a hotel for a while, find a new place, and live on your own. Listen, Charlotte, you're not really that cold-hearted, are you? I know you're angry right now, but with time, you'll reconsider, won't you? Let's talk it out later, okay? Time? Right. How many hours do you think I've endured your torment? That was... When I think about all those hours, there's no way I could forgive you even after decades. Then, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. I'm busy having a baby. Figure it out yourself. I'm so unsettled. I'm incredibly anxious. Since it might be the last time, go have a nice lunch in the city or something. You're right. I'll do that. As a final memory, I'll go and enjoy that. Old hag, you don't get my joke, huh? I pity the food you're going to eat. You should be the shark bait. You're so nasty now. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. Don't even think about seeing your grandchild. If you dare show your face, I'll seriously smack you. Oh dear, I'm frightened. Do you really mean it? Oops, contractions are coming. Don't have time to deal with you. Wait, Charlotte. Oh, right. What? Give me back $120. I gave birth to a healthy baby girl. We named her Anna. I didn't realize such a precious presence existed in this world. I'm incredibly happy. Josh is also smitten and seems like he'll become a sweet dad. Oh, by the way, you must be curious about Alice, right? Well, after my brother-in-law, Alex, found out about the house, he scolded her severely and cut ties with her. I think his wife is relieved now because she was bothered by her bullying as much as I was. She's now living in a walk-up studio apartment, getting by on a modest social security. Occasionally, Josh goes to check on her. I give him some provisions to take to her each time. People around me are upset with my leniency and tell me I don't need to do such things. But she's still Josh's mother. Please allow me to do at least that much.
Janet, I've got good news. We're moving into a mansion.
What? What's going on? I mean, aren't you at work right now?
It's super good news. I just wanted to share it with you as soon as possible. Hey, aren't you happy? We're gonna live in a mansion in Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills?
Yeah, we're gonna be celebrities.
Wait a minute. I'm not following you at all.
Oh, sorry. I understand why you don't get it. I just got a call from my sister. Her husband was suddenly transferred to the head office, and he's going to live there for a while. So she's gonna move there too.
Oh, I see. Your sister and her husband just moved into a new house, right? That means...
That's right. They recently moved to Beverly Hills, and in a big house with a pool. She said it would be a shame to leave their big house empty. She wants us to live there.
I see. But what about rent? Can we afford it? She wouldn't let us live in her mansion for free.
We can live there for free. As long as we take care of the house, she said we don't have to pay rent.
Are you sure about that?
Don't worry. Her husband makes a lot of money, so it's not a problem. We're so lucky. We were just about to renew the contract for our apartment. It's great to live in a mansion in Beverly Hills for free, isn't it?
Well...
I can drive to work. You're a housewife, so it doesn't really matter where you live. We're moving.
Well, okay.
What's wrong? Aren't you happy, Janet?
It's not that, but...
Then what is it?
You've never been too particular about where you live, have you? You said you just go home to sleep, but this time you're so enthusiastic.
Because it's Beverly Hills, you know. You might even meet a Hollywood star. Of course I'm excited.
Hollywood stars. I didn't realize that you were starstruck.
Anyway, we'll be moving out soon. You'd better start packing your stuff. We're moving out in a month.
Okay.
Oh, but if you really don't want to live in Beverly Hills, you don't have to. I'm going to move out on my own.
That's not how it goes.
Then get ready to move out.
Okay. Bob? We just moved to Beverly Hills. What the hell are you up to? You went out before I had a chance to put my stuff away, and when you finally came back, you ignored me and didn't say a word. I tried to talk to you, but you wouldn't respond. I had no choice but to send you a message. But you never read my messages. You're the one who wanted to move to Beverly Hills in the first place. While you were gone, I've already unpacked for my room and the living room. I'll let you unpack for your room. I don't know what you're thinking. You should at least clean up your own room. Good evening, Janet. Have you gotten used to living in Beverly Hills? My husband was suddenly transferred to another city. Thank God Bob and you are living in our house. Good evening, Susan. It has a swimming pool and is very comfortable to live in. That's good to hear. How are you getting along with the neighbors? Beverly Hills is full of wealthy families. I was a little uncomfortable at first, but I was relieved to find that everyone was so nice. Yes. Actually, there's only one person who, for some reason, is towards me, but I don't usually have to deal with her. I try not to worry about it. Oh, I'm not sure if there's someone in the neighborhood like that. Do you have any idea? I can't think of any. Anyway, please let me know if you have any trouble. Thank you. Hey, Bob, give me a break. You didn't come home last night, so I tried calling you, but you weren't answering at all. I also texted you, but you didn't read my messages. And you still haven't come home. What's going on? Ever since we moved to Beverly Hills, you've been acting so strange. Whenever I see you, you act like you don't know me. We live in the same house, and you don't even talk to me. Did I do something to offend you? If you have something to say, just say it. I'm sure you're acting like this for a reason. I don't want things to stay the same. Janet, it's been about 6 months since you moved to Beverly Hills. I hope everything is okay. Thank you for your concern, Susan. Life in Beverly Hills is very comfortable. Our neighbors are friendly, and so far we haven't had any problems. I'm glad to hear that. It's just... What's wrong? There's just one problem. What? There's something wrong with Bob. What's wrong with him? Ever since he started living in Beverly Hills, he's been acting weird towards me. What do you mean strange? I can't really explain it in text. Then let's talk on the phone. But since this is between me and him, Bob is my brother. If you're in trouble because of him, I can't leave you alone. Susan, besides, you shouldn't keep whatever problems you're having to yourself. That's right. You can talk to me about anything. Thank you. Don't be shy. Call me anytime. Good morning, Janet. I'm glad to hear your story. I was so stunned to hear that my brother was doing the same thing as he used to do. I was surprised too. I had no idea that there was such a meaning to the fact that he had been ignoring me completely. It's because I encouraged you guys to move out that you ended up in this mess. I'm sorry you're going through such a hard time, Janet. It's okay, Susan. Even if we hadn't moved, he would have done the same thing. Well, sooner or later, this would have happened. Besides, thanks to you, it's easier for me to understand what to expect from him. We have 6 months left. I'll take advantage of the situation and make the best of it. I'm disappointed in him. He was such a good and honest boy when we were kids. I'm really sorry for causing you trouble. Oh no, don't apologize. It's not your fault. He's a real pain in the ass, isn't he? Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Yes, thank you. Bob, you probably won't respond, but I'll let you know just in case. In a month, it'll be a year since we moved to Beverly Hills. I don't think you need me to tell you that, but just make sure you're ready. We can't live like this forever. Please be aware of that. Bob, long time no see. How are you?
Oh, Susan, it's been a while. It's been almost a year since you gave us that mansion in Beverly Hills. Time flies, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
So, what's up? It's unusual for you to drop me a line, isn't it?
I wanted to tell you something.
What? Did something good happen?
We're thinking of moving in with our mother.
Live together?
Since our father passed away a few years ago, she's been living alone at home, and she's getting old, and she hasn't been well. I thought it would be better if we lived together.
I see.
In moving in together, she's decided to let go of her house.
But is your husband okay with living together?
Sure. Him and Mom seem to have gotten along well since we got married. His parents had already passed away before we got married. And by the way, we bought a 2-family home, so the privacy issue is taken care of.
Oh, I see. Your husband makes good money, doesn't he? Well, I'll leave Mom to you.
Sure.
Okay.
Janet, I just told my brother that we're going to lose the family home and that we've bought a duplex. He readily agreed. I see. I think we've blocked his escape route, and my mother is on board with this plan. Thank you, Susan. By the way, is your mother in good health? Actually, my mother is still in good health. She's totally fine living alone, you know. But my parents' house is getting old, so we're taking this opportunity to get rid of it and live in a 2-family house. And my mother is going to be moving in with us. I see. Janet, feel free to teach him a lesson. My mother is furious with him. I understand. My mother and I will change our phone numbers and other contact information as you make your move. Just let us know when you're ready to make your move. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to outsmart him. Bob, you've been ignoring me for a year. I'm sure you'll ignore me this time, too. This is important, so I'll let you know. I'm moving out of Beverly Hills today.
What? What do you mean you're moving?
Oh, wow. That's very unusual for you to reply to me.
Well, you know, I didn't hear anything about you moving.
You don't know anything, do you? Did you really think that you could continue to live in Beverly Hills?
We can live there while they're away, right?
For a limited time.
Wait, what do you mean?
You're so dumb. Did you not listen to your sister? She said the lease on the house in Beverly Hills expires today.
What? A lease?
That's right.
I thought this was the house they bought and owned.
I don't think they said anything about owning it.
Seriously, you're kidding. I thought this house was owned by them. Wait, she said she bought a duplex.
That's right. The house in Beverly Hills is a fine one, but it's a rental. It would be a waste to cancel the lease before it's up. So they let us use it until the lease was up.
I see.
And then I'm going to charge you a huge alimony fee, so please take care of it.
Excuse me?
Why are you so surprised? You deserve it.
Wait a minute. Why do I have to pay alimony?
Because you were cheating on me.
What? No, I didn't cheat on you.
You can't get away with this. We know who you're with.
What?
Mary, the neighbor.
Oh.
You seem to know her pretty well.
What are you talking about? She just happens to live nearby. We don't have a special relationship.
When we moved to Beverly Hills, You were excited because you got to live so close to her, right?
It's,
All the neighbors are friendly, but for some reason, she was the only one who was cold to me. At first, I didn't understand what was going on, but now I understand why. I heard you and Mary had been having an affair for a long time.
How did you...
I used a detective agency.
What? You went to the trouble of hiring a professional to investigate me?
Yes, I did.
Did you suspect me all along?
Of course I did. You weren't interested in movies or TV dramas, but you said that if we lived in Beverly Hills, we could meet Hollywood stars.
Ugh.
You just wanted to meet your affair partner, not Hollywood stars. You must have been happy. If you lived closer, you could see each other more often. You can chat with her without hesitation. Even if you were close, it wouldn't look suspicious. That's what you thought, right? By the way, the reason for your complete disregard for me? You were waiting for me to ask for a divorce, right?
What?
You were hoping I would give up, right? When you used this method on your old girlfriend you wanted to break up with, it worked. You thought it might work this time too. Ignoring your own wife for a year is beyond insane. It's really not fair.
I see. So you knew that well.
Were you planning to leave me and marry her?
Well, I'd like to eventually. She has a husband too. I can't marry her if she doesn't leave her husband.
Actually, I met her husband.
What?
They are going to start divorce proceedings.
For real? Yay! If we get divorced, that means me and Mary can be a couple, right?
I doubt it.
It was worth waiting for a year. She wanted to get married to me too. As soon as she divorces her husband, she'll come to me. All right, Janet, let's get divorced. We're strangers from today.
That's what I'm thinking too. But where are you going to live?
What? What do you mean?
I told you, we are meant to move out of the house in Beverly Hills today.
Oh, I see.
From the looks of it, you haven't prepared anything, but the lease is up today, so get the hell out of this house.
No, I didn't know about the lease. I don't know what to do.
You just didn't listen to me. I'm packing my bags and heading to my new place. Bye!
Oh, hey, wait, Janet! Seriously, I have to leave the house today? Janet! Damn! You didn't tell me about the lease until the last minute. You're a bitch! Oh well. It's a shame to let go of the mansion, but I'll give it up. I'll just have to find a new place to live with her. Janet! Can't we just forget about divorce? I thought it was strange because I couldn't get through to Mary when I called her. Apparently, when her parents found out about the affair, they were furious and took her back to her parents' house. So later, she called me on the phone. She said we should break up. I was just about to marry her. She just dumped me. Please, Janet, if you give up on me, I'll have nowhere to go. Please answer me, Janet! Oh my God, don't ignore me! Janet, please pick up the phone. I tried to call my mom to move home for now, but she'd canceled her cell phone. I can't reach her. I went to my parents' house to talk to her in person, but it's been torn down and the land has been cleared. I tried to talk to my sister, but couldn't reach her at all. Hey, Janet, what the hell is going on? Where's my mom? Where's my sister? You know something, don't you? Hey, Janet! Hey, you know what? You've been leaving my messages unread for a while now. I'm in real trouble, you know. I'm sorry I cheated on you. I'm sorry I ignored you. Please don't leave me hanging. Janet, please answer me.
Bob left in a hurry from the mansion in Beverly Hills. It seems that he crashed at his friend's house for the time being. He persistently sent me messages saying he wanted to start over and that he was sorry for what he had done. I ignored them all. With the help of a lawyer, a divorce was finalized. I filed a claim for alimony against Bob and the cheating partner. Bob had to pay alimony to the husband of the cheating partner as well. He is now burdened with debts. He now works part-time in addition to his day job. He is paying off his debts while working hard every day. On the other hand, after my divorce, I rented an apartment near my parents' house. I have restarted my life. I have started working and am enjoying the freedom of living alone. By the way, I still keep in touch with my former sister-in-law from time to time. I can only thank her for giving me the opportunity to realize my husband's true nature. I have nothing but gratitude to her.
Sorry, babe. My return got delayed by a day. Something came up and I need to make a quick stop. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, is your business trip getting extended? I was looking forward to you coming back. Ugh, seriously, your job is way too demanding.
I'm really sorry. It's tough being away while you're pregnant. I'll be back the day after tomorrow, so it's not much different. How are you feeling? Is there something you want me to get for you? Are you okay with morning sickness, swelling, and all that?
I'm perfectly fine. Morning sickness subsided around the 5th month. If anything, I have more energy than usual, to the point of overeating. The doctor said I can start doing a bit of exercise too. I go for occasional walks. And don't worry, Mom gets the necessary stuff for me, so everything's fine.
Great. How are things at your parents' place? How are they doing?
They're doing great. In fact, they're like 5 times more energetic. They're so eager to babysit their future grandchild. I'm only 5 months along, but they're going ahead of themselves. They're already buying baby clothes and stuff. It's pretty amusing.
That's really sweet. I'll have to thank them later. Maybe I should bring a bunch of gifts when I come there.
Don't worry about it. They're buying things out of excitement, and they're happy about my return. Just bring them some beers or something.
Okay, I'll do that. Anyway, at least everyone seems to be in good spirits. Sorry for being a day late, but as soon as I get back, I'll come pick you up right away. Take care of yourself, babe. Don't catch a cold.
Got it. I know. Come back soon, okay? I miss you a lot.
You too. By the way, where are you now? Are you outside?
Why? I'm at my parents' house.
Oh, that's funny. I'm here too.
What? Where? Hold on. What do you mean? What are you doing there?
I mean exactly what I said. I'm currently at your parents' house. Your mother and father are right in front of me.
What the? Wait, what about the extended business trip? What about the story that you'll be home a day later? Was it a lie? Why did you lie to me?
I never lied to you. I never said that the business trip was extended from the beginning. I just mentioned that there was a place to stop by. The fact is, I'll be returning home one day later. I'll be staying with your parents today. So where are you? I don't see you anywhere. Did you lie about being here? Why?
I'm not lying. I'm just at the convenience store. Maybe we just missed each other. I'll be back soon.
Can you really come back so quickly? You're at a lakeside resort out of town.
Huh? How do you know?
Guess. Listen, I know everything. About your affair.
What? It's a misunderstanding. I haven't been cheating or anything. What do you mean you know everything? What are you talking about? Do you have any proof?
The other guy is your ex-boyfriend from college. You've been seeing each other for months now. You were planning a trip with him, taking advantage of my business trip. You said you were going to stay with your parents, and you told them you'll stay at home. It's all been checked out. By the way, your parents have been reading this chat from the beginning. They are stunned by how you lie so naturally. Your father's furious, and your mother's sobbing.
No, hold on a second. It's not what you think. It's nothing to do with cheating. I just came here to hang out with my friends from college. It's a normal trip among friends, nothing more. Just because my ex-boyfriend happened to be part of the group, it's unfair to jump to conclusions about cheating.
Then why did you lie to me and to your parents? Why couldn't you just tell us honestly? Wasn't there a guilty conscience behind it?
It's because I'm pregnant. I thought you guys would be against it. That's why I couldn't be honest with you. I thought maybe if I didn't say anything, it wouldn't be a big deal. Get it now? That's the truth.
Well, all of that has been exposed as lies, you know. Come on, just admit it already. Piling up lies on top of lies will only make it worse for you.
Huh?
I'm well aware that you've been alone with another man. Since I realized the possibility of you cheating, I've had a private investigator tailing you all this time. It cost me some money, but the results have been quite rewarding. Thanks to that, I brought a lot of souvenirs to your parents.
Wait, what are you talking about? Souvenirs?
Obviously, they are photos that prove the affair. There are videos, chat histories, and all sorts of things. I have everything printed out. They're taking a look at them right now. I could make 5 photo albums out of these.
Stop it! There's no need for you to show those to them. Why would you do something so cruel?
I didn't want to show good-hearted people like them that their own daughter was having fun with another man, but I had to make sure they saw it for themselves.
Make sure of what?
Who the real father of the baby in your belly is.
Oh.
I calculated back from when you got pregnant. There have been more times with the other guy than with me. In my estimation, I think it's probably his child. What do you think, Lou?
It's obviously your child. Of course it is. It's outrageous to doubt that.
Because you've been doing things that make me doubt you. So in conclusion, we are getting divorced. I'll charge you alimony.
What? Divorce? Alimony?
And I want a DNA test on the child to be sure. If it turns out not to be mine, I won't pay child support. So be prepared for that. Well, considering that there's a real father, there shouldn't be a problem raising the child.
Wait, I can't marry him. How should I put it? He's between jobs right now, and he doesn't have any money to raise a child or anything.
He's just jobless, right? Didn't he get fired from his previous job for embezzlement or something?
How do you know that?
I told you, everything's been investigated. Since the other guy became unemployed, you've been hiding him in the apartment you used to live in before our marriage. And you've been taking money from the house to support him. On top of that, you two are using my money for this trip too. It's all out in the open. After doing all of this, there's no way I can forgive you, you know. The divorce is final, and I'm definitely going to ask for alimony.
Wait, I'm sorry. It was just a spur-of-the-moment thing. At first, I was just trying to help because he was in trouble. I never had any intention of cheating. Please, forgive me. I can't marry him. I can't raise a child alone. I can't even ask my parents for help after this. Please, give me one more chance. I'll do anything.
And give you another chance? Are you kidding me? I've given you so many chances to tell the truth, but you just kept lying, making excuses all along. If you thought you could get away with it by not admitting it, you're completely wrong. Bad deeds catch up eventually. I don't care what happens to you after the divorce. I have no intention of raising the child of the other man, and you better repay the money you used.
Oh, please. Please, just one more time. I'll change my mind. I'll do my best for you. You say the child might be his, but the child isn't at fault, is it? If you don't take care of it, it'll have a pathetic life.
Don't use the child for your convenience, you coward. I've told you it's not my concern. Almost certainly it isn't mine. After the divorce, I won't have anything to do with you all. If you're really willing to do anything, then disappear from my sight and never show your face again.
Oh, please. You see, I was feeling lonely. After becoming a housewife, I gradually drifted apart from old friends. You were often on business trips and you didn't pay much attention to me. My life was so dull doing the same chores day in and day out. I was lonely, you know. I didn't know what to do.
Lonely? What are you talking about? You quit your job right after we got married, didn't you? I even suggested you continue working until we have a baby, but you said we could manage with just my income. You made the decision to be a housewife without talking to me. And about drifting apart from your friends, I'm told you said it was pathetic if women have to work to make ends meet after marriage. You tried to take some unnecessary high ground, isn't that right? You basically initiated your own isolation, and now you're acting like a tragic heroine. Unbelievable.
What are you talking about? Who told you that?
Your old friends. They mentioned that every time they met up with you, you were trying to one-up them, and they got tired of it. They also said you've changed since you got married. Besides, you were aware of my frequent business trips from the very beginning. I felt bad about it too. So after we got married, I tried to avoid long trips as much as possible. And being a homemaker is a job too. It involves managing the household tasks. You willingly chose to be one because you wanted to. Feeling lonely doesn't justify cheating.
Ugh, that's harsh. Why are you putting me through this kind of pressure? I'm struggling too, you know. Isn't it okay to relieve some stress once in a while? It's your fault for leaving me alone. And come on, isn't it likely that you fool around with girls while on your business trips? I'm sure of it. It's not fair that I'm the only one being blamed.
Don't deflect the blame onto me. Your accusation is baseless. Do you have any evidence? If you do, show it right now. I guess you don't because I've never done anything like that. Anyway, let's communicate through lawyers from now on. No direct contact. I'll also change the locks at home. Go to the hotel or to the other guy's place.
Hold it! Even though lawyers are experts, they're still outsiders, right? I don't think it's a good idea to put them in the middle of a marital problem. I believe we should start by having a proper face-to-face conversation between the two of us.
I don't want to talk face-to-face. I've already communicated everything to my lawyer. If you really want to negotiate properly, you should hire one too.
Where would I find the money for that? I'm a housewife and he's unemployed. I can't afford to hire one.
That's not my concern. I'll send you my lawyer's contact information. It's late. I'm going to bed. Good night now.
No, wait. Hun, please listen to me. Honey!
I extracted as much alimony as I could from Lou. Our divorce was finalized without ever facing each other again. After the baby girl was born, a DNA test confirmed that she wasn't mine as expected. Lou apparently had disputes with the other man over money, leading to a heated argument and a breakup. She left her baby with her parents and disappeared. The baby was adopted by her brother and his wife. I hope that she'll grow up healthy and not resemble her lousy parents. I won't be paying child support from now on. That's how it is going to be, so deal with it.
Hold on. What do you mean?
I'm getting married again. I met my soulmate at my new job. I need to save money for the wedding, so there's no more money left for you guys.
What are you talking about? There's still $18,000 in unpaid alimony on top of child support. Don't you feel sorry for Katie, given that we divorced because of your infidelity?
You're managing to get by without getting child support.
It's a tight budget. Next month, there's also an increase in rent. Please, you have to pay child support.
Like I said, I'm getting remarried, so it's not possible.
Even if you remarry, you're still Katie's father. Fulfill your responsibilities.
I don't care about that. If you talk about responsibility, then taking care of my new wife and spending money on her is my responsibility as a husband. There's no more money left for you guys.
Katie will start primary school next year, so there will be education expenses and extracurricular activities that will keep adding up.
Who needs extracurricular activities?
She's been looking forward to taking swimming lessons with her friends.
Swimming? Is that really necessary? You spoil her too much. She should be content as long as she gets food, right?
She deserves better.
I'll buy her a school bag. She'll look adorable with a backpack on her back. I'll even take her shopping for that.
If you won't pay child support, then you're not allowed to see her. You don't want that, right?
I don't need your permission. I'll see her whenever I want. Only then I'll pay you if I feel like it.
That's outrageous.
Well, that's that.
Pick up, Oliver. Pay child support. Pay the child support of $500 for this month, and also send a check for the outstanding $18,000 already. The rent payment is due the day after tomorrow, so please make the transfer by tomorrow. I'm counting on you.
Money, money, money. You're so annoying. You're really obsessed with money, aren't you?
I'm really in a difficult situation. Just pay up.
I told you I won't.
My take-home salary is only $2,000, and that barely covers our monthly expenses.
That should be enough. If it's not, then you should earn more yourself.
It's impossible with a small child.
You're assuming it's impossible, even though you haven't tried. If you need money, why don't you get a night job? You could work while Katie sleeps, right?
Are you kidding me?
I'm short on money too. Well, goodbye.
I need the money. Pay it properly.
Hey, don't pull dirty tricks like making Katie call me to ask for money. Using our child like that is despicable.
It wasn't like that. She said she wanted to talk to you.
She told me about swimming lessons. You probably put her up to say that.
I would never do that.
And then you took over the call and started demanding money. Give me a break. I was enjoying a nice conversation with her, and you ruined it.
If you want things to be better, start by paying the child support properly. My work days have been reduced due to the recession, and I'm really struggling.
It's not because of the recession. It's because you're incompetent. Anyway, I need to save up for my wedding fund.
That's none of my business.
My future wife is the CEO's daughter. I feel sorry for her if we have a crappy wedding, you know. We're going to throw a lavish one in Hawaii with hundreds of important people invited. After all, it's Extreme Clean.
Is Extreme Clean's CEO the one often featured in magazines?
Even you, an ignorant person, know about him, huh?
Besides the main business, he's famous for his charitable activities for single mothers and low-income families.
He truly is filled with a volunteer spirit, isn't he? Thanks to him, the company has a great reputation everywhere, and sales are a breeze.
How did you get the job?
With my awesome sales pitch, of course. It was a piece of cake.
Poor fiancé of yours.
Huh? Are you jealous?
She fell for your looks and smooth talking. His true nature is the opposite of volunteer spirit, and he's someone I can't respect on a personal level.
How dare you?
I was fooled by that too. Even during a divorce, we drew up an official document and promised to pay child support. Remember?
Was that so?
Since we have an official document, I can take legal action if necessary, you know.
Oh, really? Can you handle hiring a lawyer and all that? It's quite a hassle, you know, and it costs money.
Well.
No way. You couldn't possibly manage something like that, could you? Your current life is probably all you can handle, huh? Don't complicate things and just live quietly. Well, good luck. Bye now.
Pay the money, Oliver.
What have you done?
What's wrong?
You've been taking money from my salary without permission.
I didn't take it. I received it as child support. It's my rightful claim.
Don't be selfish. And why does half of my salary have to be deducted?
Because there's a lot of unpaid back payments until now. With the monthly child support and the repayment amount, it adds up to that.
I can't live with this.
Oh, come on, you still have $2,000. It should be enough.
This is no joke. I can't even save up for marriage at this rate.
Then work for the extra amount.
How can I work day and night? Of course it's impossible.
You say it's impossible before you've even tried. With your way of talking, you might be suitable for a night job. Why don't you become a bartender?
Stop joking around.
I actually wanted to foreclose your bank account, but I heard you hardly have any savings, so I gave up on that.
Say whatever you want. Because of you, this whole situation got exposed at my workplace.
I had no choice. If you're not willing to pay, then I have to collect it by force.
If you just communicate properly, I'll pay you.
You're full of lies.
I'm not lying, I'll pay you. Just don't collect from my paycheck. I don't want the CEO to find out.
If he finds out, it might ruin your chances of getting married, huh? When he finds out that you're a scumbag who's also skimping on child support, he and his daughter will probably be repulsed. I'm sure.
For now, only the accounting side know this. I'm begging you, I'll make sure to pay properly.
No way.
Oh, come on.
You've never paid me properly. How can I trust you?
I will this time. Okay, I'll send you a $3,000 check now.
That's it?
That's all you need. You'll be fine.
What are you talking about? There's more unpaid money. There's $18,000, remember?
Anyway, drop the income withholding. Why don't you withdraw the legal action?
I've gone through the trouble of hiring a lawyer, so there's no way I'm backing up now.
I paid $3,000, didn't I?
Yeah, well,
you cheated me.
I didn't promise anything. Besides, the balance owed is $18,000, so that's not even close.
The CEO is about to find out. Do something about it.
It's not my concern.
How much more do I have to pay you?
Oh, so you do have money.
I don't.
What do you mean?
If it's for my sake, my fiancé will lend me money. As expected, the daughter of the CEO has quite a fortune.
Does she know that it's for child support?
Of course not. I borrowed it under the pretext that my mom was hospitalized.
That's awful. She'll be shocked when she finds out it's a lie.
She won't find out, so I'm fine.
Are you sure about that?
If this gets exposed, I won't pay a dime.
I won't.
Then I'll pay you. Just drop the legal action.
But they already know.
What do you mean? Unless you talk, they'll never find out.
I got a call from your CEO yesterday.
What? No way. Why would he contact you of all people?
He heard from the accounting department. He wanted to confirm if you really weren't paying child support.
You must have said that I'm paying properly, right?
Why would I lie about that? I enforced the law because you didn't pay. Of course. I told him the truth, that there's an outstanding amount of $18,000 and that you're still being uncooperative with the payments.
Why? You're getting me in trouble. He's involved in supporting single mothers, so he's quite picky about it.
Right. He said that men who don't pay child support are the worst. He had experienced a difficult time in a single mother household during his childhood, right? He went on to say how he despises men who can't fulfill their responsibilities as fathers more than anything else.
Look, can you tell him that I am indeed paying properly? That I'm fulfilling my duties as a father? Please, I'm begging you.
Why?
At this rate, I won't be able to get married anymore. My plan is falling apart.
What plan?
If I get married, I'll become the next CEO. As the CEO, I'll have a wealthy life.
That's good. I'm glad I was able to foil your plan.
When I'm the CEO, I'll pay the unpaid child support and alimony with interest. So please, appeal to him on my behalf.
Enough already. I'll get the money. There's no reason for me to cover for you.
What?
You know, he has decided that the company will temporarily cover the unpaid alimony and child support. Out of concern for our situation, he went ahead and transferred the funds immediately.
Wait, what does it mean for the company to cover it?
It means he will cover the expenses and you'll work to pay it back. In other words, you'll be in debt to the company for now.
You're kidding, right? I didn't agree with that.
Didn't you hear? He said he would talk to you about it today.
I've been asked to come in this evening. I thought it was about the marriage, honestly.
He seemed quite angry. He even mentioned calling off the marriage.
Oh no, what am I going to do now? Do something about it.
Figure it out yourself. You better work hard and pay off your debts.
Unable to get married and they just take my money?
That's how it's turning out, it seems.
That's unbelievable.
You brought this upon yourself.
I'll find a way to pay off the past amounts somehow. So please, talk to him and ask him to reconsider the marriage.
I can't do that. Goodbye.
Please, Amanda. Please, find a solution. I'll make sure to pay the money back.
Oliver received a lecture from the CEO and ended up borrowing money from the company to pay off the alimony and unpaid child support. Moreover, the monthly child support until Katie reaches adulthood will be deducted from his salary and transferred by the company every month. The fact that he had lied to his fiancée to borrow money also came to light, leading to the cancellation of their engagement. Due to the debt owed to the company, he couldn't quit his job and found himself under the strict scrutiny of the CEO, working with a sense of constant surveillance. It was described as an extremely challenging daily grind. I was fortunate to have the CEO introduce me to a new job, which resulted in a slight increase in salary. With the child support also coming in, my life became more stable. Looking back, I'm glad I took the step of enforcing the legal action. From now on, Katie and I want to live happily without worrying about money.
Olivia, you're coming out for Christmas, right? Good evening, Grace. I'll be there on the 25th. Can't you come on the 24th? We have a lot to do for Christmas. Just because you are our second son's wife doesn't mean you don't have to help. As long as my eldest son Tim is single, I need you to fulfill the role of the eldest daughter-in-law. Don't be so naive just because you've only been married for 2 months. Sorry, it's a weekday this year and I have to work too. I'll be there on the evening of the 25th, so take care. Well, let's say it can't be helped this time. Oh, and if that's so, does that mean James will come home on the 24th? His company closes early every year, so he can stay until New Year's, right? It would make me so happy if he came home early. Did James talk to you by any chance? Huh? What? It's James. He's received a transfer order. He got caught up in the preparations for the change in his work schedule. Oh, that's very sudden, isn't it? I didn't hear anything about that. It seems that there was a sudden vacancy in an important post at the new location. James was selected for that post. He's busy with the process of turning over the responsibilities. Well, is it an important post? Does that mean he's been promoted? Yes, it does. Does that mean he got a raise in salary? Well, yes. I think the reason why you haven't been told yet is things have been hectic and also that he is under a bit of pressure. With that said, I think it will be difficult for him to go back home. Oh, well, I see. Now Tim and our retirement are more secure than ever. If that's the case, I'll let it go this time only for the late info. Thank you very much. Nevertheless, I'll leave things as they are for you to do, Olivia. Come as soon as possible and do your wife stuff. I won't let you skip out on helping just because your husband can't come. By the way, what am I doing? Put up the Christmas tree and decorate it, and cooking. Make a roast chicken, a feast, and a Christmas cake. No pre-made stuff, it's not healthy. Everything must be homemade. What the... Olivia? You were already gone when I woke up. Where are you taking off to so early in the morning? Get back here right away. Good morning, Grace. What are you being so nonchalant about? You left halfway through what you were asked to do. I finished everything you asked me to do, okay? You didn't finish putting away the tree. I don't think you asked me to do that. What are you talking about? It's only natural that the person who put it up should put it away. Besides, you bought all the food pre-made. I told you no pre-made food. I can't work until the night of the 25th and make all the food by hand. Even you were happy to eat chicken. That's one thing. This is another. Oh yes, when is James coming home? He couldn't make it for Christmas, but he'll be back at the end of the year, right? You should give Tim a Christmas gift this year too. Well, I think $2,000 is about right. When he gets here, he can give it to Tim in cash or just deposit it. Please tell James for me. Also, my husband and I want to go on a trip next month. $1,000 should do it. James can't go home this time. What? Why? As I told you before, he has to take over at his new location. Is that so? Oh, by the way, Olivia, you're quitting your job at the end of this year, right? Yes, I am. That's why I've been so busy with the details that I couldn't take time for Christmas. Then, you'll get your severance pay, right? This year, you should give Tim $2,000 too, and $1,000 for our trip, of course. No, I think I'll need more. Why? Ever since he started going out with you, James has suddenly become reluctant to give us any money. He doesn't care about his parents, who should be respected, and his older brother. Isn't it natural? Well, let's triple the amount I mentioned earlier. Make it $9,000 in total. I'm sorry, but I don't have time for this. You know what, Olivia? You've only been married for 2 months, so maybe you don't really get it. You've become member of our family. You need to put us first. Anyway, we can't talk about all of this by texting, so come back here right away. I'm wondering. What? I don't want to hear excuses. No, it's not that. Didn't James contact you yet? About what? James, he's overseas. Overseas? What? On a business trip? No, it's not that. The transfer I told you about the other day, it's to a branch office overseas. Huh? The vice president there is coming back for family reasons. James was asked to take over for him. He's been there since mid-December to take over the position. What? I haven't heard anything about it. Oh, I see. I thought James had already told you. I'm sorry. I should have filled you in myself. What is it with you people? So you're telling me that James went overseas by himself? I'll have to hear about this in detail. Get your butt back here. I mean, how many times do I have to tell you this? You don't seem to know what it is to be the wife. If James is going to work alone, this is the time. It's time for you to move in with us. I'll make sure to teach you how to be a good wife. I'm gonna be tough, so be prepared. Excuse me, Grace? Yes? I'm sorry to interrupt your fun. I'm not going there either. Huh? I'm going to where James is too. Huh? You're going to spend New Year's with James? New Year's, I mean, that from next year, I'm going to live abroad with him too. What are you talking about? I didn't hear anything about this. I thought James had already told you. I'm sorry about that, but I can't change my plans. You didn't tell me that you suddenly decided to leave. Yes, his overseas assignment was suddenly decided. Considering the possibility of having children in the future and the environment there, I thought that it would be better for us to go together than for James to be transferred alone. That's what we decided. How long will you be abroad? Well, let's see. It seems that there is a plan for James to eventually become the branch manager. I think it's almost certain that he will be a permanent resident in the future. Wait a minute! What about Tim? Who's going to take care of us in our old age? Huh? Your mother-in-law's old age? Isn't that exactly what Tim is supposed to do as the eldest son? But Tim doesn't work, you know. Wouldn't it be a pity for him to have to start work now when he's already 36 years old? So I was planning to have you and James take care of Tim and us in our old age, right? Oh, excuse me, the train is coming. I'll leave you now. I'll be busy working on moving and such from here on out, so I don't think I'll be able to reply to you anymore. Oh, hey! Wait a minute! Olivia! After that, my in-laws, having lost their golden goose, James, went to his company and asked them to cancel his overseas assignment immediately. Naturally, they were coldly rejected and were turned away. But they still made a commotion, so they were reported to the police, and the police took them home. James, the second son of my parents-in-law, was what you might call an exploited child. Until he met me, he was at the mercy of his parents and gave them money whenever he was told to. I told him over and over again that that was not right and that he could live freely, and here we are today. In the midst of all this, we took advantage of the offer of an overseas assignment and cut ties with my in-laws at the beginning of the new year. Now, we are beginning to get used to living abroad, and we are spending our time stress-free as a couple. Evelyn, are you alone now? Yes, I am. I'm home alone. Can I help you? Then could you please come to my house right away? Oh, right now? Yes, of course. Your mother-in-law is asking you to. Now that you're my son's wife, there are things you have to do. What do I have to do? That's obvious. Cleaning the house, cleaning the bathroom, preparing dinner, doing the laundry. There are so many things I can think of right now. It's almost afternoon, and if you don't get here soon, I won't even be able to eat lunch. You'd better hurry. Yes, well, even though the other day you called me over to make soup for lunch, you said it tasted too salty and didn't look good and threw it away just after one taste. You also made a mess when I was vacuuming. There's no end to it, and I think it would be faster if you did it yourself. I don't want to be called over for that. Well, you've got a big attitude for a wife. Troy is going to have a hard time as a husband. Are you listening? I'm being tough on you to shape you up because you are not up to grade as a wife. If you don't get it and you talk back to me, I can make it even harder. That's not shaping someone up. That's called bullying your daughter-in-law. I heard that there are mother-in-laws who pretend to be kind at first, but as soon as the girl gets married, they reveal their true nature. You are one of them, aren't you? What did you say? In the 2020s, when the 2010s have ended, aren't you ashamed to still be talking like a bad mother-in-law from the 1960s? I guess you've been watching so many old dramas that your mind has stopped in the 60s. Just hurry up and come over here. Now that you're my daughter-in-law, you'll have to learn our family's way of doing things. No, we haven't registered yet. What? I don't owe you a visit even if you ask me to. I don't want to take care of someone else and be bitched at for it. Wait a minute. Didn't you guys say you were getting married last Monday? Yes, that was our original plan, but we've changed our plans. We're going to do it later. Why didn't you tell me? I'm Troy's mother. How can you not tell me such an important thing? You did this without telling Troy, didn't you? No, it was Troy's suggestion to see how you would react because of what happened with his brother Jackie. What? When Jackie got married, you ragged on his wife, Anna, so much she was losing hair. I heard that Jackie found out and cut you out of his life. That was just Anna's lack of patience. I disciplined her because she was pathetic as a wife. And yet, that's how they returned the favor. Jackie will eventually come to his senses and see that I, his own mother, was right. It seems that you have a fundamental misunderstanding. Both Troy and Jackie didn't ask you to discipline their wives. Even if I wasn't asked to, it's my job as a mother-in-law. I don't remember assigning Mother a job to me and Evelyn. Huh? Is what Troy said. Hey, Evelyn, you said you are alone now. What's going on? While Troy was at the store, I got a message from you. What? I was alone when we started texting, but he just came back. Troy can't use this app on his cell phone, so I'll type the following on his behalf. I'm going to register our marriage, but I'm going to take Evelyn's last name. I'm cutting off my relationship with you. What? I sent a copy of Evelyn's and your messages to Dad as an email attachment. Wait a minute! He called me back and sighed, saying she hasn't learned anything since the time with Jackie. He also agreed to let me take Evelyn's last name. I won't allow it! Also, Evelyn and I moved to another state, but I'm not telling you where we live. What? I'll keep seeing Dad, but I'll never see you again. What are you saying? I'm really sorry that it's going to end the same way as with Jackie. That's all. That's what he's saying. So please don't contact me in the future either. If Troy disowns you, you'll be a stranger to me too. Evelyn, aren't you being too deceptive? Troy is our eldest son. He would never say such a thing, would he? He said, then ask Dad. He looked like he was about to cry. He was on the phone with his father. Oh, come on! I'm doing this for your sake! Throwing away the food I took the trouble to cook, to intentionally throw garbage all over the place and yell at me for not cleaning up, to go around the neighborhood saying, I'm a useless wife who can't do anything, kicking and yelling at me when you get frustrated. I didn't do that to you! That's what you did to Anna. I, Troy, and Troy's father all know what you did. Troy didn't want me to go through it too. He decided to isolate us from you. I can't thank him enough. Troy, don't be hasty! This is the last request from Troy and me. Please don't interfere with our happiness. Now if you'll excuse me. Evelyn, please, answer! I can't get Troy on the phone. I want to talk to Troy, please! My husband just asked me for a divorce. Please, give me another chance.
Good evening. Are you awake? Is this Tanya Abelman? Can I have a word with you?
Yes, excuse me? Who are you?
My name is Amy. I'm a 21-year-old college student.
Yeah, is that so? I don't know any college girls, and I don't have any friends named Amy. I don't even remember exchanging contacts with you. How did you get my number? I mean, how do you know my name?
I took a peek at Jay's phone and I saw your phone number while he was sleeping. I'm dating Jay. I thought I'd tell you today. That's why I contacted you. What do you think? Are you surprised?
Huh? Jay?
Yeah, Jay. You know Jay, don't you? I'm Jay's girlfriend.
Jay is my husband's name. What? Girlfriend? Don't tell me that my husband is cheating on me. And you're his girlfriend?
I don't like it when people call it cheating. Well, it is for now, right? You're still technically his wife. If you and Jay get divorced, I can be his wife. I'm the one he really loves, so in effect, you're the one who's cheating on me with?
Hold on just 1 minute. I can't believe you just blurted that out.
You don't believe me? I'll show you proof. How do you like this photo taken when we went skiing the other day? Don't we look so in love?
It's definitely Jay.
Jay's here on assignment, right? We met at a bar where we often go out for drinks. We fell in love at first sight and started dating.
You mean you're his on-site wife? You're going out with him knowing he is married?
I heard he had a wife. Jay said he wanted to get rid of you, so I thought it'd be okay. You've lost your charm since you got older, and you've become a nag.
You're a full-time housewife, but you're bossy and annoying,
and he said he's tired of being with you. He wants to be comforted by a young and cute girl like me. I started going out with him because he said he would divorce you and make me his wife. So, ex-wife, I'll give you $50,000 to leave your husband.
What? 50,000?
That's right. A severance package, like alimony. If the divorce gets messy, we'll have to go to court, right? It's such a hassle. You're a housewife and you get $50,000, so you'll be happy, right? I'll give you the money, so come on and get divorced.
Are you really going to pay $50,000? As compensation, you're a college student, right? Do you have that much money?
I sure do. Unlike you, a housewife, I'm rich.
Rich? You're a college student. How did you earn it?
It's not that I earned it. I was born rich. I was born into the upper class. I am prettier, younger, nobler, and everything else better than you, a middle-aged wife. I I'm a much better match for Jay than a menopausal old lady. He said he'd prefer someone young, and he doesn't care about you anymore. Do you understand? I'll give you the money, so just break up with Jay.
Please wait. I'm pretty confused right now. Could you give me a little time to sort out the situation and confirm the facts? About 3 days?
3 days? Do you need to confirm the facts? It's clear that he wants to get rid of you. Stop messing around and just get divorced.
Even if we get divorced, I need to get my affairs in order. I have a lot of things to do. I'll get it all done in 3 days.
Oh, well, I guess I don't have a choice. Okay then. You have just 3 days. After that, make sure you leave him, hag. Hey, hag. It's been 3 days. Are you ready for divorce?
Long time no see. It's been exactly 3 days since you contacted me. You know, it's kind of weird that I'm speaking so politely to you. I mean, if you think about it, you're younger than me, you're having an affair, and you're not someone I can respect. I'm going to speak casually.
I don't really care about that. We'll be strangers soon anyway. I gave you 3 days like I promised. Why don't you just divorce Jay and go away? Don't stall for time and cling on like a fool.
I'm not clinging on. I've been preparing for the divorce for the past 3 days to gain the upper hand. I've been doing some light background checks on you.
What? What do you mean? What background check?
Based on your name and account, photo icon, I identified the social networking sites you use. I narrowed down the individuals by checking the area around where Jay travels for business. From there, I found out the university you attended, the apartment you currently live in, where your parents live, your family structure, and your family's occupation. The elementary, junior high, and high schools you attended, your grades, friendships. I was able to find out everything I could about you on a personal basis. You've been posting pictures of your college and neighborhood on social media, haven't you? I could easily identify you. Is that what you call internet literacy among young people these days? Total lack of urgency.
Huh? What? What's that supposed to mean? Hey, are you a stalker? You mean I was being stalked by an old lady? It's just so creepy. That's a crime.
Speaking of crime, Amy, I heard you shoplifted cosmetics from a department store in high school.
Huh? How did you know that?
I told you I looked into it. And you were making pocket money by reselling the shoplifted items at a discount inside the school. I heard that the department store and the police didn't catch you, but it's a crime, isn't it? Why don't you look back at your own behavior before calling others criminals?
Huh? Wait! No, so what? That was a long time ago. It's past the statute of limitations. I was underage then, it's no big deal. And I'm not doing that anymore.
You're right. You don't shoplift now. You're just doing a business introducing sugar daddies to girls. You earn money by getting paid as an intermediary, right?
What? How did you find that out?
It used to be your ex-boyfriend's business. I heard it wasn't really a sugar daddy business at the time. After your ex-boyfriend got caught by the police, you started using his connections to control the business. I know you're doing something similar at your university. And by the way, you've been involved in the sugar daddy business too. That's how you met Jay, isn't it? Jay himself seems to have given you a lot of money.
Oh, come on!
I thought it was strange. You claimed to be from an upper-class family, but that was just a vain pretense. Your family is only a little better off than a middle-class family. There are 3 children, including your brothers. Looking at your Instagram, I see that you lavishly spend money on beauty salons and aesthetic clinics. And you buy expensive brand-name products quite often. A college student from a middle-class family can't live like that, right? You also said you were rich. I also wondered where you would get $50,000 from. I had no idea you were running such a shady business.
Wait a minute! What's going on? How can you find out something like that? It's absolutely impossible to know that much just from a picture on a social networking site. Who are you? How did you find out? You're just a housewife, right?
You want to know? Well then, I'll tell you who I am.
What? Who are you?
Well, my identity isn't something grandiose, but you see, I used to work at a private investigator's office.
A private investigator's office?
Yes, a company that does background checks on companies and individuals. I quit when I got married because my cheating husband made me, but I was known as an ace. I took my old skills and used them to investigate you. I was surprised to find out more than I expected. Identifying personal information from an SNS photo is a piece of cake. I've also found evidence of more subtly hidden affairs. It was easy with a college girl's lack of security awareness.
So what? What happened in the past is none of your business. Snooping around on me with a grudge because I cheated with your husband is so immature. It's disgusting. I mean, what do I care if you know? It's all statutory anyway. Sugar dating is not a crime either. I don't know if you're planning to sue me, but it's a waste of time.
I'm not suing you for this, let alone for cheating with my husband. But your dad is a police officer, right? I hear that he's in a pretty high position. I don't know much about it, but I hear there's a lot of rivalry among police officers. It happens all the time in TV dramas, right? If one of your relatives is a criminal, an internal conflict starts up. If I accidentally leak your activities somewhere, what would happen to your father or your stay-at-home mom? What would happen to your little brothers in high school?
What? You? What are you gonna do to my mom and dad? It's not fair to threaten me.
I'm not threatening anyone. I'm just going to tell your parents, and that you're cheating with someone else's husband, or that you were going to pay me to leave him. I've been horribly harassed by you. How will you take responsibility? I'll say stuff like that.
Oh, come on! My parents have nothing to do with this.
What? Are you kidding me? Even though you're an adult, you're still a student. You're still under the care of your parents. So how can they not be involved? You didn't think you could get out of this without your parents finding out, did you? You're so naive. I bet you've been spoiled your whole life. Parents have to take responsibility for what their children do. Besides, you need to be well educated so that this kind of thing won't happen in the future.
Stop it! I said I would pay you $50,000. Be happy with that. Don't tell my mom and dad. I won't forgive you if you do.
Stop? Don't tell them? You won't forgive me? Do you understand what position you're in? How about I inform the university you worked so hard to get into? The more you dig, the more dirt you find. Think carefully about your actions and choose your words wisely. There's other stuff I haven't told you yet. For example, when you took the college entrance exam.
No! Please don't! Please don't tell my parents and don't tell anyone at school! I'm sorry! I apologize!
You know what, sweetheart? If all you had to say was sorry, you wouldn't need the police or the courts, would you? Didn't your parents teach you that either? Or did you forget? Otherwise, you wouldn't have done something so stupid, would you?
I'm sorry! I'm so sorry! Please forgive me!
Well, as long as you take responsibility, I can forgive you for the affair. After we divorce, whether you marry Jay or break up with him, you can do whatever you want. I don't need a man who's on the verge of ruin like that.
What? On the verge of ruin?
Jay's got his own dark secrets too. I guess like attracts like. When you guys go out on dates or go on long car rides, Jay uses the company car and pays for the gas as an expense. And that Jay is embezzling company money to pay you off. I'm going to tell Jay's company everything. Then Jay will be fired at worst, right? Well, even if he doesn't get fired, he won't be able to work for such a company anymore. He'll be unemployed, he'll have to pay compensation, and he'll probably end up living in debt.
What? Wait! You're gonna do that to your own husband too? Are you the devil? Don't you have a human heart?
Huh? Are you talking about a fool who would cheat on his wife with such a stupid little girl? He's not my husband. It's the people who cheat on their spouses who don't have a human heart, right? My alimony will be paid in a lump sum from his savings. I don't care what happens after that.
But That's going too far! I mean, the punishment is too much!
Punishment? That's not what I'm talking about. It's just that while I was looking into the affair, I found out about the company's car and the embezzlement by accident. I'm just checking with the company. It's part of the investigation of the affair. No problem, right? And it's up to the company to decide what to do in the end, not me, okay?
But Jay!
I don't care if you're defending your handsome and sweet boyfriend Jay. You should worry about yourself.
Huh?
I've already told your parents what you did.
What? What? Why my parents? When did this happen?
I mean, not really told them, but it's more likely they're reading the documents right now. I wrote them a letter and sent it out yesterday. I think they should have gotten it by now, and I'm sure you'll be hearing from your parents as well. Oh, I've wrote everything I found out in the documents. It covers everything I haven't mentioned here yet, such as this and that.
Come on! You said you wouldn't tell them! That's not what you promised! You lied! You're a fucking bitch! I can't believe it!
Did I promise not to tell them? I didn't, did I? I don't make promises to people like you. We had to talk about the affair anyway. Sooner or later, they would have found out, right?
Oh no! I just got a call from my dad!
Oh, well, that's great. You guys are going to have a long talk. This is a good opportunity for you to get that twisted disposition of yours straightened out. Let's talk again, through a lawyer. Okay then, bye. 20 or 30 minutes after I finished my chat with Amy, I received an outraged phone call from Jay. He tried to make excuses, got upset, and even cried. After completely ignoring everything and going through a lawyer, I went ahead and blocked him. A few days later, we had a meeting with all parties involved. Amy's parents said that they would use all of Amy's savings as compensation, but it was more than twice the standard amount, and I couldn't accept money from a dubious source, so I asked her parents to pay a reasonable amount of money on her behalf. Amy's father, a police officer, severely scolded her and forced her to quit college. She was forced to work under the supervision of her parents to pay back the compensation they had paid on her behalf. She decided to donate the dubious money she had saved somewhere. Money is money, even dirty money, so it's good if it can be of some use to society. Amy told her parents that she wanted to marry Jay. Naturally, they were vehemently opposed, and Jay refused to marry her, so she lost all will. Jay was screaming that he didn't want to get a divorce, but when I pointed out the embezzlement case to him, he immediately agreed to divorce and alimony payments and signed the divorce papers. Well, after the divorce, I'm going to quietly tell the company about Jay's wrongdoings. I hope both of them will regret the way they underestimated me. After the divorce, I went back to work for the company I used to work for. I am working hard, enjoying my job, and making a good living.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.